This shows up in many aspects of our lives, not just sleeping. Just think about it. Have you ever dreaded the decision about what is it that you're going to have for dinner tonight? What if that dining decision involves multiple people? That's enough pressure to cause a lot of anxiety for a lot of people. Fortunately, the solution is simple. One can simply just decide to remove the decision. What do I mean by that? Well, you can make the decision once, and then afterward, you just follow through on the repeated habit. Michael Jordan once said, "Once I made a decision, I never thought about it again." Naturally, when you're making big decisions, you want to do it calmly and with as many facts and at a convenient time. But once you decide, close the decision off. Don't question it for a few weeks, at least until it becomes a habit. For example, if you want to eat healthier, choose a healthy meal for lunches and dinners and only eat that option for 3 weeks. If you want to drink more water, choose how much water is a healthy amount and make it so that that is the only option that's available to you. So at this point, you might be asking, sure, that sounds really easy, Adam, but how do I make this work? Well, we're going to go into that right now. For me, I knew that I wanted to fix my sleep schedule. Mornings are hard. However, what I do know is that I can get far more done in the mornings than I can ever in the evening when I'm tired after a day of work. So if I do all of my really challenging tasks in the morning, I'm typically very energized to take on the rest of the workday, and then I can keep my evenings for socializing and recharging my batteries and resting. However, like most people, waking up for me is still the hardest part. I tried so many hacks, but no matter how hard I tried, I would still hit that snooze button, lay in bed, and decide whether or not I was ready to wake up and go to work, or maybe just sit in bed a little while longer. And that's when I realized first thing in the morning is not the best time to make that decision. And what I really needed to do was make that choice the night before. I needed to remove the choice from morning Adam because evening Adam already made that choice. So for me, I decided the biggest impact I could have on my life is by consistently waking up at 5 a.m. every single day, 7 days a week. So including weekends. I knew that if I stayed to that consistent sleep schedule, that would yield a lot of dividends for me because I'm not being erratic with my sleep schedule. Now, 5 a.m. on a Saturday is a really hard target to aim for. So how did I stick to that choice? I found a friend who had a similar goal. Our goal was to wake up early and participate in some kind of physical fitness, whether it didn't really matter if we were going for a gym or a run. The point is that we were being active, and if we were being active, the goal was achieved. Consistency was the key. What we did to enforce that changed everything. We simply just had a rule that we would text each other a photo of where we were working out each morning before 5:05 a.m., and that's it. Every morning, just send a photo of whatever accountability looks like to your accountability partner, and that's all that you have to do. I've been doing this for about 7 or 8 weeks now, and I love it. Now, I want to discuss with you some of the reasons why I think this works. There's a whole bunch of reasons, but here's a few. I think the first is accountability. We are social creatures and we don't want to let other people down. So when we know other people are watching, we really step up to that challenge. The second piece is visualization. We can see what our end goal looks like and it's really easy to achieve. I can see in my mind what it's going to look like to send that photo. It might be hard to picture what a workout will look like, but it's easy for me to send a photo of where I will be doing it, and that part doesn't change. Another reason this works is because of measurement. We can see all of those photos being submitted over time. And when I see that momentum, that progress being built up, I want to keep up that momentum. Because I'm measuring it, I'm tracking it, I'm watching it, even subconsciously and unintentionally. And I think the last reason why this works is because of decision fatigue. The decision to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning is not one I'm making at 5 a.m. It's one I've already made the night before. And if I need extra sleep, I have to put it at the earlier part of my evening. I have to decide to go to bed earlier. Is that hard sometimes? Yes. Do I have to cut some sleep short sometimes? Yes. But the decision is already made, and 5 a.m. Adam, when he's in zombie mode and his brain is not working properly, he isn't given that decision. His only mission is to get up out of bed and take that photo of his workout space as soon as possible. As I continue to talk about why this works, I want to highlight how, like, the purpose of this is not really just, I mean, for me, I'm waking up early in the mornings, but I'm really trying to shift identity. This is when you start to show up and do a certain behavior over and over again, you start to change your identity. Now I am a person who wakes up at 5 a.m. every single day, and I have no problems with that. And now that is an advantage I have over everybody else who is sleeping in until 5 minutes before work. This is also working out my integrity muscle. It's reminding me that I'm a person who makes commitments and follows through with them. I'm a person of consistency. Sure, there will be some exceptions, but those are blips on an otherwise steady track record for me. And again, this really all goes back to identity. So now, if you want to get started on this, it's easy. Just pick a person, not 30 people, just pick one person who has a similar goal to you, and then make some kind of accountability, some kind of time-bound deadline to send a photo of what it looks like to start that task every single day. And then the last step is to be excited about this opportunity. You get to start a new thing. Yes, it's gonna be hard at first. All challenges are hard, but you get to be excited about the person you're going to be on the other side of this challenge. So that's it for today's video. If you learned something today, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you really like this video, please consider subscribing. And lastly, if you know of somebody who would benefit from this video, please consider sharing it with them so that we can all learn together. Thanks.